Difference between structuralism and functionalism. Look at these pictures: structuralism, functionalism, and detail going on. Structuralism is a psychological theory that seeks to understand the structure of the mind by analyzing its basic components, sensations, thoughts, and feelings through interceptions. But functionalism is a psychological theory that focuses on how mental processes and behaviors help individuals adapt to their environments and function effectively in everyday life. Difference between focus. Structuralism focuses on the structure of consciousness and the elements that comprise it. Functionalism focuses on the functions and purpose of the mind and behavior in the individual's adaptation to the environment. Two founders. Structuralism founded by Wilhelm Wundt, who established the first psychology lab in Leipzig, Germany. Functionalism promoted by William James, an American psychologist known for his contributions to functionalist psychology. 3. Methodology. Structuralism relies heavily on interception, where subjects would report their thoughts and feelings in response to stimuli. But functionalism emphasized observation of behavior in real life situations, including studying the functions of behavior and mental processes. Four. Approaches to consciousness. Structuralism concerned with the immediate conscious experience and aim to break it down into its basic elements. But functionalism viewed consciousness as a conscious flow rather than discrete elements, emphasizing its adaptive nature. 5. Subject matter. Structuralism primarily concerned with the study of the mind structure and its components, sensations, feelings, images. But functionalism interested in understanding how mental processes helps individuals adapt to their environments and achieve survival. 6. Influence on psychology. Structuralism played a fundamental role in establishing psychology as a formal scientific discipline, but functionalism contributes to the growth of applied psychology and influenced fields such as educational psychology and industrial organizational psychology. 7. Criticism. Structuralism criticized for its reliance on interception, which was seen as subjective and lacking in scientific rigor. But functionalism criticized for their too broad and lacking in specificity, compared to structuralism focus on precise elements of consciousness. 8. Historical context. Structuralism emerged in the late 19th century, influenced by developments in experimental psychology and physiology. Functionalism developed in response to the limitations of structuralism and gained prominence in the early 20th century. 9. Purpose of psychology. Structuralism aimed to identify and analyze the basic elements of consciousness to understand the mind's structure, but functionalism aimed to understand the purpose and adaptive functions of mental processes and behavior in real world context. 10. Methodological orientation. Structuralism focuses on controlled laboratory experiments and precise measurement of subjective experiences, but functionalism emphasizes field research, naturalistic observation, and studying behavior in everyday context. 11. Legacy. Structuralism laid the groundwork for subsequent psychological approaches, including behaviorism and cognitive psychology, but functionalism paved the way for applied psychology and contributed to the development of diverse psychological theories and methodologies. Thank you. Have a nice day.